Hi there, welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. Hope you're in good spirits this festive season. I am Theodore Henry. As in today's show, we look at how you can spread joy and the warm Jamaican vibes with customized greeting cards. Plus, we'll talk about road safety and why you should not drive if you drink alcohol. But first, opportunities for youths through the 4-H to develop useful life skills. Sit back and relax for these and more as we keep you informed throughout the pages of Jamaica Magazine.
People ask, why another ID? We need a unique, verifiable, and secure ID to ensure that no one can steal our identities. If you're under 18, you won't have a driver's license or a voter's ID. If you don't travel, you won't have a passport. Your birth certificate and TRN do not have pictures, and the TRN is not from birth anyway. Some businesses require 2 forms or more of identification because they don't trust any single ID. And all these cost money. But NIDS is free. With NIDS, you'll only need one ID to access all services important to you. Join the conversation. Get the facts at nidsfacts.com or on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at nidsfacts.
The window of opportunity is open at the Jamaica 4-H clubs for youths to develop leadership, entrepreneurial and social skills, among others. Persons between the ages of 5 and 25 are being mobilized, educated and trained in a number of fields as the organization seeks to build rounded individuals. Take a look.
The Jamaica 4-H clubs is at over 105,000 members and growing strong. This good news also means that more young people will have access to training through the 4-H clubs.
Our mandate is to provide training for youngsters in various areas. As the youth arm of the Ministry of Agriculture, that is one of our key focus.
With the majority of its membership in schools, the Jamaica 4-H clubs has been engaging students in both theory and practical skills in many areas. These include the care and management of livestock and small ruminants, agricultural production, agro-processing, home economics, hospitality, clothing and textile, and even aspects of engineering. All this is geared at preparing the youngsters to take on just about any career that may be connected to agriculture. Take, for example, Sosna, who is involved in poultry care and management. She believes the training by the 4-H clubs provides a critical platform for achieving her goal.
At this point, I'm in grade 10. I do agriculture science, my career choice is an health inspector. So it's really going to help me to be what I want to be and be productive and successful in everything that I do. Poultry care, production management teaches you a lot of things. You know how to label the chicken, you know the different diseases that can affect your chicken.
In addition, she learns how to build a poultry house, how you feed them, and how to document data and manage records. So by the time she's ready to inspect a poultry farm, Sosna will know what to look for.
For instance, going out into the working field, you see the poultry, you go there and you say that they are not they don't performing good sanitation, so therefore at that point you know the different measures you can take and you know that yes, that is not right and those stuff, so you can tell them and give them that good explanation about it.
Other 4-H clubites believe that the level of training helps to bring more clarity to their schoolwork.
It helped me a lot in my agriculture work and to improve and know about farm animals.
Pertaining to the areas of science, I think it will help them when the teachers touch on that topic.
Staying true to its mandate of providing training, the Jamaica 4-H clubs has also encouraged and facilitated the formation of 4-H community clubs. Young people leaving school are channeled here to further sharpen their skill sets. Meanwhile, those with academic potential are streamlined to tertiary institutions such as the Ebony Park Heart Academy, College of Agriculture, Science and Education, or the Nakalva Agriculture School. This is facilitated by way of grants and bursaries. Between 2014 and 2016, 107 agriculture scholarships were issued under the Rio Tinto program.
I commend the Board of Trustees of the Rio Tinto Foundation for, in the last 3 weeks, doubling the resources to provide agricultural scholarship for young people. And what this means, we will be offering a lot more than 107 scholarships.
Clubites are urged to get involved in the Youth in Agriculture initiative, as this is a prerequisite for scholarships. Information can be obtained at 4-H Club's parish offices. And for those going straight into farming,
they will also be provided with input support for agricultural enterprises and cottage industries.
The 2014 to 2016 period also saw some 640 youth from rural communities being trained in heavy equipment operations, small equipment repairs, housekeeping, and apiculture.
They were all certified by the 4-H clubs and Heart Trust NTA, with many of them taking up jobs in Canada, other overseas programs.
For training opportunities, we set a target of 210,000. We are currently at 313,000. So we have exceeded our target by far.
It is crucial for us to use the tool of youth entrepreneurship to provide opportunity for our young people to escape the chains of poverty and crime.
Yes, the Jamaica 4-H Clubs also engages its members in public speaking as part of the holistic personal development program. There is also drama.
Anyone know what this is? Yes, pumpkin! My grandma had a farm. She plants many fruits and vegetables on it.
Table setting, towel folding, and so much more. Here's what the youngsters have to say about the 4-H Clubs.
It's a fun club and it teaches a lot of things about life, and it also helps you to build self-confidence, bring you out into the world and let you explore the world.
It teaches you a lot of stuff about agriculture, home department, your hands, your health. Yes, and it expounds on everything that you do in this world. It can carry you forward agriculture-wise.
I like what 4-H is doing in Jamaica.
And in the words of 4-H Club's Executive Director Ron Blake, the training is building a cadre of youngsters who are empowered towards good citizenship.
Having the appropriate value for vocational skills. And most importantly, they are seeing agriculture as a viable career option.
The season of warmth, joy, and good cheer is here. It's customary we'll have nice things to say to our friends, family, and loved ones. And greeting cards are our most able aid, spreading the Christmas spirit with heartwarming images and words.
A card can bring wonderful joy. It can be something that can calm you, something that can bring peace to you. Depends on what you're experiencing, and it's something that can also bring hope and joy. It gives you a wonderful feeling to know that somebody has been thinking of you.
Selecting the right card is important. The sender's intent is to ensure that the receiver gets the right message that will evoke emotions of happiness and appreciation.
I think sending a greeting card has always been a beautiful tradition that Jamaicans have held to. We have always done that over the years, and I think it probably was rooted in the fact that we had a lot of persons who migrated, like 60, 40 years ago, who migrated, went to England, and it was a way of keeping in touch with each other.
The method of making greeting cards vary, and for local makers such as Father Gregory Ramkissoon's Mustard Seed Communities, production transcends the commercial aspect to embody a more altruistic purpose.
This is one of the income generating projects we started out with from day one when we started out at Mona Commons. The whole business of the banana bark cards.
It takes cash to care, and while the communities rely on generosity of friends here in Jamaica and abroad to sustain its ministry, self-help income-generating activities such as agricultural, ceramic, and card production makes a big difference in support of the efforts.
You know, whatever money we earn from the cards, it goes back into the organization to take care of our children. So when you get a card from us, you know that you get something that has an impact, not just for the person who is receiving it, but it has an impact for the children at Mustard Seed, because the funds that was paid to purchase the card will also be used to take care of the kids.
The Mustard Seed Communities have been supplying its signature greeting cards handmade by a group of talented female workers in its workshop to a unique clientele for many years. They produce cards for all occasions, but activities traditionally culminate with the Christmas season. The cards carry the traditional message of Christmas and bears its symbolisms with a Jamaican twist. Blossom Whitaker decides on the designs, and women from the communities put them together for a living.
We go to the country and we look the banana leaf. When we come back from the country, we varnish, paint with all the different colors paint. We spread them out for dry. When it dry, we cut the pattern them from it and stick on the cards then. We have about 5 ladies here working now. So each person have a different design.
We have persons who at times order even 400 cards because, you know, we have about 10 designs in terms of the Christmas cards as well as their all occasion cards that we also have. So we'd like to invite all Jamaica to come in because we have cards for sale this Christmas and we'd love for them to come in and support us.
You can also order cards from the Mustard Seed Community's website at mustardseed.com and make your pledge to the children. Cards can also be customized with your company's name or logo or any special message that you would like to send this Christmas or for the new year or for any other special occasion.
I wish for all mankind a warm Jamaican Christmas. Oh, come, all ye faith, joyful and triumphant, oh, come ye, oh, come ye together.
Life is precious, and we want everyone to stay alive as long as time allows. This holiday season, don't become a statistic of road crash fatality due to the excessive consumption of alcohol, which will cause you to lose your sound judgment, your concentration, your coordination, visual alertness, and your reaction time. We know this, so if you drink, don't drive. Learn more in this feature.
The car came like out of hell and just came right on the sidewalk, knocked me down.
I hear this boom boom, loud sound, and I turned around to see what happened. I didn't know it was me who got the hit from the vehicle that were parked on the sidewalk.
They had to cut out a lot of the intestines.
When they lift the car and took out my leg, it was smashed, badly smashed from the ankle.
The man was stone drunk.
2 women reliving the trauma that still haunts them. Their stories are similar. Young, carefree girls going along happily, life interrupted by a driver under the influence. Marlene and Eileen are among thousands of Jamaicans who suffer every year because there are still people who drink and drive. Hello, welcome to the Road Scholars series, designed to give you the information you need to stay safe on our roads. I'm Alison Watson. Coming up, more on the dangers of drinking and driving.
It has been 38 years and I still have pains every day.
From that time until now, I'm still having pains.
Every year, hundreds of Jamaicans like Marlene Walker Wilson and Eileen Barnes are injured in road crashes caused by drivers under the influence of alcohol. Drivers who may not be drunk, but who have enough alcohol in their system to dull their senses.
As you increase the level of alcohol, it depresses your ability to function. And as far as driving is concerned, the things that we are focusing on mostly, it impairs your judgment. It affects your ability to make decisions, whether you should overtake or not, when you should overtake. It affects your reaction time. If a vehicle is coming at you, it affects your ability to react at a particular time. It affects the time that you take to depress the brake, to stop. And it affects your vision. You can't see as well if your alcohol level is too high.
It's for these reasons that Jamaica and other countries have put limits on how much alcohol a driver should have in his or her system.
We in Jamaica now, along with many other countries, are at 0.08 limits. The European countries have reduced it to 0.05, and I think America is going to follow suit. The reason being is that at zero alcohol levels, your ability to concentrate is 100%. As you increase it by even 0.01, 0.02, every single digit of increase, even at lower levels, increase your risk of being involved in a crash.
So if the legal limit is 0.08, in real terms, how much alcohol are we talking about?
We're talking about one beer, we're talking about a glass of wine, we're talking about one drink of rum. But it depends a lot on your metabolism.
How fast your body uses fuel, how your body deals with alcohol. It also depends on how much food you have in your stomach, how healthy you are, and how tired you are.
There are so many variables. And that's why rather than deal with the technical things, we just say don't drink and drive.
So what about drinking responsibly?
When you drink with your friends at a party and you tell somebody else to drive, so you have a designated driver. That is the essence of responsible drinking. Responsible drinking don't mean that you can drink a small amount and go and drive. It means that if 5 or 6 of you go to a party, one is designated as the driver, and that person does not drink any alcohol whatsoever, and the others can have a good time.
The Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport and Works, the National Road Safety Council, and the police are urging drivers to be more responsible.
In the same way that a diabetic has to be very careful what he or she eats, you have to look at the label, you have to ask questions. The same way that if you're a responsible person and you are going to be driving, you have to be very careful what you're drinking.
And look out for other road users, drivers and pedestrians.
You need to realize that when you put yourself behind a wheel, it's a very dangerous instrument.
After 24 years, I'm still trying to cope with it.
If you have to drink alcohol, don't go behind a steering wheel.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Give yourself a fighting chance. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
And now for some of the stories in our news this week.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. The Justice Ministry says 418 payments have been approved for West Kingston residents who suffered damage and loss from the 2010 security operation in their communities. Portfolio Minister Delroy Chuck is urging affected persons to come forward and claim their compensation.
The funds are available, so no one needs to say when is the money going to come. Parliament in the supplementary budget last week, Wednesday, approved it. We hope that once we get all the information, which we hope will be by Monday, that we can make all the payments during 2017.
A Justice Center has officially opened in Portland, offering a wide range of services. Among them is to be the addition of child diversion services.
The child diversion bill will be laid in Parliament, definitely by January. And when the child diversion bill is laid, it is something, Judge, that we are hoping that all the judges, parish court judges and the Supreme Court judges will be trained in. And based on the training, we're hoping to take children away from the formal justice system into a more relaxed atmosphere.
Government will be embarking on an amnesty in early 2018 aimed at regularizing the status of about 15,000 to 20,000 persons living illegally in Jamaica.
We have many persons who came here illegally. Have lived, have married, have children and grandchildren, and have never sorted out their status. We want to declare this amnesty for 1 year to give them an opportunity to be Jamaicans.
Senator Aubin Hill was this week appointed the new executive director of the Economic Growth Council and indicated that he was targeting 2.3% growth in 2018.
I want to make sure that we understand that we have to pass through 2.3 to get to 5 and 4. So we're going to work assiduously to make that happen through the agencies who drive growth, the ministries, the government bodies, and the private sector.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness says registration of political parties will begin on January 2, 2018, as the necessary regulations have already been gazetted.
I would also like to use this moment to notify this Honourable House that the Representation of the People Act Amendment Act 10 of 2016, which concerns election campaign financing, will come into operation on March the 1st, 2018.
Residents of Balaclava and its environs are now benefiting from a renovated health center. The Type 3 health facility was repaired and reopened following a capital injection of $14 million from the Culture, Health, Arts, Science and Education Chase Fund. The Agriculture Ministry has implemented drastic measures to combat the frosty pod rot disease, which has affected all parishes with the exception of St. Thomas. A ban has subsequently been imposed on the transportation and distribution of cocoa across the island, and persons caught carrying out these illegal acts will be fined.
The public is not allowed to move or dispatch from or move into any area of Jamaica any cocoa pods, plants, seedlings, cuttings, plant produce, products, plant-related material, or related articles. So in other words, you can't move across borders and go into a cocoa field. It's against the law.
And the governments of Jamaica and Argentina will be strengthening cooperation in the fields of arts and culture after recently signing a cooperation agreement.
We are especially keen on developing collaborations and sharing expertise and knowledge in how we strengthen the role of cultural institutions such as museums and libraries.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash no paper, no dash no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
And that brings us to the end of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Join us again tomorrow when we'll do this all over again. Until then, you can click online at jis.gov.jm and visit our YouTube channel to get the latest government information. Also, follow us on Twitter and Facebook and download our app from the Google Play Store to stay informed. On behalf of all of us here at the JIS, I'm Theodore Henry, wishing you all a safe and joyous season. Till next time, you take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.